Hey everybody, happy Monday. Wanted to go through a few things for Unit 4 so that you're prepared, for what's coming up. So here's our new homepage, and the video will be up there as soon as I'm done with it. Let's go on to look at to Unit 4 within the modules. You click on the modules, of course, and you have all of your stuff here, which I'm going to minimize because I don't like mine all showing because it gets kind of full of things. So let me just minimize all this for you real quick. Right now there's only 3 things that are posted. A few more things will post in the next couple of hours, next 24 hours or so. But for right now, what you have is the plunge in, which is due on the 19th in a couple of days, so you have some time there. And then you have, and when you go to that one, it's a little bit different. What I want for this one in the outcome is just a short mini TED Talk, about 2 minutes, where you talk about your reaction here. So I give you a sample here for you to take a look at so that you can see what you're expected to. Then you get into your syllabus, your introduction on mental illness, consent, and sort of the whole thing of bioethics. We're going to be really centrally focused here on 2 of the 4 principles, the autonomy and the non-maleficence. So I want you to make sure that you're thinking about those as you're going through the unit and being able to tie everything back to it. Of course, you have your timeline here so that you can see sort of where everything is and how it's laid out. And I wanted to kind of give you an insight here. Notice on this one I have it a little bit different than normal, where I'm showing you can sort of start on it now. It's going to take you some time. You've got to watch the lecture. You have to go through the WHO's website, and there's a PowerPoint to go through. And so I just give you time to make sure that you get a chance to do that. There's nothing to turn in there. It's just your lecture component. So I put more time on it just because of that. And then you're going to take a quiz based on the introduction and the informed consent. And there's going to be some scenarios there that you're going to try to assess. And then you'll see what all the rest of these assignments are. But what I really wanted to take note of is this right here. Do you see this black line right through the middle? You guys get a fall break. And so that fall break is actually starting on October the 23rd, and it runs all the way to October the 30th. So there is nothing due at that time, but that is extended amount of break time for you. If you want to work and get ahead, that's a great way to do that. There is quite a bit of things that are due in this unit, and so that is something that maybe you want to take some time during that break, but I certainly would not say that you have to do anything at all during that break, which is why really the next assignment, you start it way before the break, but you have the break and it's actually not due till after the break. So you have some time to sort of do whatever and really take a break from GOA. So I want you to keep that in mind as you're going forward. And when you get into your actual time chart and how long things are going to take and so on and so forth, you'll notice those dates are not in there at all. So again, use that time to your advantage, to your abilities, whatever you would like to do with that. The next thing I want to just go through, here's the lecture in and of itself, just so that we can make sure. I did correct a link. Thank you, Danny, for sending me that. The link was not working, so I went ahead and fixed that. So this is the YouTube video. That is my lecture on basically the history of mental illness and things like that. And then you have this, which is just the fact sheet on mental illness. I'd like you to spend some time exploring the WHO mental health website so that you can understand sort of what some of the policies are, what do we consider designated mental health issues, and so on. And then there's a PowerPoint right here. And instead of me lecturing on the PowerPoint, because it just basically would be me reading you the slides that you can already see, I gave you the PowerPoint and you can go through it as you see fit. Plus it's also available then for you when you want to take the quiz. The quiz will be application based, some of the questions where I'm going to give you a scenario and you have to decide whether or not this is considered consent, not consent. And so you'll see that from PowerPoint, and that way you can have the PowerPoint open while you take the quiz, which will kind of be helpful. And then I give you some more information. You can go to this web page to look at some more things. And this right here, the next page, you'll go through a series of 3 scenarios. That page is the quiz page, and that's what I was talking about there. So I'm going to open up the quiz for you in a little while. So here's the PowerPoint just so that you can see it. And it goes through, it's really kind of dull, but it has really awesome information in it. So take some time to go through the PowerPoint and kind of really understand what's going on. And then again, the quiz will open up. I'm going to post that here soon. And if you take a look back at your time chart, you'll see that you actually have a little bit of time for the quiz. Quiz, I think, is due on the 21st right here. So you'll have a little bit of time. So I'll put that in and then it will open for you to be able to take that quiz. It won't open until the 19th. That's why I have the blocks there. It'll open on the 19th, but it will close on the 21st, and that's when it is due. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope everything's going well. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.